Hello everyone, Kaoz here, and welcome to another Old School Runescape video. Today we'll take a look at the best areas you unlock after completing certain quests, and ranking them from most to least useful. Before we start, I should mention two important things. One, this is my opinion, and your list might be different. And two, this video is relevant up to its release, since there will be new quests in the future. I'll try to give my thoughts on new areas in the description as they come out. Now I'll tell you how these areas will be ranked, since I made 5 categories, being vital, important, relevant, situational, and unimportant. The areas will be placed in these categories according to how relevant they are once your account reaches a very high level. In this video though, I will only focus on the first 2 categories as to not make it that long, and the other 3 categories and its contents will be placed in the description down below. For example, even though the Legends Guild is a nice place to visit, I placed it on the lowest category and I won't talk about it since it's not useful once you get to do very high level activities. On the other hand, even though getting to Fossil Island is extremely easy, it is placed on the highest category since it contains a lot of activities you might use for as long as you play the game. Other than the categories, the areas will be in no particular order. Finally, this video will be unscripted starting now, since I won't write my thoughts on every area, but rather I'll give you my quick opinion on each one as they appear on the list. So let's begin. Alright, once again, unscripted part of the video, and again, sorry for any brain farts or if I don't get something, exactly as it is in the game. My memory's not that great, but I just want to, do this video to give you guys kind of a heads up of what you get after you get, after you obtain the Questscape. Like I said before, I'm only going to focus on the vital and the important categories, and you can find more areas you unlock in the description below. So let's begin. First, in the most important category, we have the vital areas, and first I have the Myths Guild from Dragon Slayer 2. There's just so many things you have here that I'm not going to mention every single one, but the most important one being that you have a cooking range literally on the same spot where there's a bank, so this is the best area to train cooking. There's pretty much no contestant to it. There's also a place where you can recharge your Dragonstone jewelry, you can kill red dragons, there's some runite ores, there's a prayer altar, and all this kind of stuff. So this is pretty much, in my opinion, one of the best things you can get after, completing every quest, or Dragon Slayer 2. Next, after Monkey Madness 2, you unlock the ability to go to the maniacal monkeys. This is the best way to train range and magic. For range, I believe you can get up to like 800 or 900k experience an hour at level 95 or something, and there's really no place like this. Also, after Monkey Madness 2, you have access to demonic gorillas. I believe the place is called Crash Site or something like that. I haven't really been there, so other than the quest, but you can get your Zenite charts in there, which are pretty expensive and nice to get. Nice way to train, make money, do Slayer and all that. Next we have Tyruwin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, or more specifically Ledia from Mourning's End Part 1. This is where you train Slayer. You can get assigned some elves, and this is not the only way you can actually kill them, but a nice way to actually do that. And you have access to a fruit tree, which is also pretty close from where you teleport. Next we have the Ice Trolls from the Fremennik Isles. Now this is not mandatory to do if you want to kill the trolls, but it's still nice since you can actually bank and have free reign and free roam on the islands once you get to it. If you have trolls as a Slayer assignment, this is going to be the fastest way of killing them, since there's a multi-way and you can actually place a cannon, all of them can attack you, and it's overall a pretty nice way to kill the trolls if you are on a Slayer task. Next we have the Lighthouse Daganoths from Horror from the Deep. Now there's a lot of places you can kill Dagonoths, but you can place your cannon here, and I believe a Dagonoth Slayer task can actually take you like 10 or 15 minutes. It's extremely quick, and this is pretty much mandatory if you want to, I guess, train efficiently. Next we have the Lunar Isle and from the Lunar Diplomacy, and you also get access to the Astral Altar, which is an incredible way to make money, and one that I'm actually doing right now. You can do a lot of things here other than actually training runecrafting, and this is, again, not mandatory, but the Lunar Spellbook, which I'll talk about later, is also a pretty nice addition, and overall the Lunar Isle is I guess, a pretty nice place to visit. Next we have Shilo Village from the quest itself, Shilo Village. There's where you can meet Duradel, which is the strongest Slayer Master. I'm not sure how the new Slayer Master Koner, if it is released at the moment or not, is going to, you know, compare it against it. But it's, I believe, where a lot of people get a lot of tasks, and you can actually get that at combat level 100. Not a lot of things to do here, but I guess it's a cool place to visit. Next we have Miscellania from Throne of Miscellania, and this is where you manage your kingdom and you can get, you know, a lot of resources. It's especially useful for Ironmen. So next we have Fossil Island from Bone Voyage, and this is how you do your birdhouse runs, which I think I got from 70 to 80 hunter, you know, with these without actually training, which is pretty useful. So not a lot to mention here. This is overall a pretty nice area. Last but not least, we have Morytania from Preist and Peril. This is an incredibly big area you obtain. I believe without this quest you can't actually travel to that location. And if you can actually do that, well, you know, I might be wrong, but still you kind of want to do the quest so you don't have any problems once you want to visit. Next we have the important category, and this is like I said, this is the last one I'm going to talk about, since, you know, the other ones are not exactly useful once you get to do high level activities. But also from Dragon Slayer 2 you unlock two things. You unlock the Wrath Altar if you also want to make money with the runecrafting. These, however, are unlocked after level 95 runecrafting, which is pretty high, and there's way better ways to make money, but still it's one of the options you have if you want to, you know, do some skilling or whatever. Dragon Slayer 2 also gives you access to metal dragons. You have the adamant and rune dragons, which are actually very good drops and, you know, very good money making methods, but also pretty useful when it comes to training and money making in general. After Monkey Madness 2, you unlock the ability to hunt some of the maniacal monkeys. These are going to give you 1000 hunter experience per monkey, and it's a pretty AFK-able method if you don't want to pay that much attention to the game. I believe it's one of the best ways to train, and I think it gives you, like, you know, above 80 or 100k experience per hour if you are paying, like, minimum attention. Next we have the Death Altar from Mourning's End Part 2. And this is mandatory if you want to do those double death runes at level 99 rune crafting, which is one of the best skilling money-making methods in the game. Next we have the Kharazi jungle from the Legends Guild, and this is not exactly mandatory, but I believe there are many clue steps that you have to do in the Kharazi jungle. I believe there's 2 or 3 that you want to do when it comes to either hard, elite, and master clues. So, you know, if you're doing Legends Quest, you also need the cape for other activities, so that's pretty good. And last one, we have the ability to catch minnows after the fishing contest. This is also after you get your anglerfish outfit. Not a lot to mention here. This is a pretty good, I guess, both a training and money-making method. I haven't actually done it myself, but I guess it's a, you know, pretty cool area to visit. And those are all the areas, or the important ones, that I want to focus on right now. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you already know about these, and you know, you actually can aim towards getting these in the future. At this point I would be rambling on, and it's going to look like I want to, you know, get the video to hit 10 minutes just for the sake of it, which I think it's going to be the case, but that's pretty much it. On the next one, we're going to take a look at the unlockables you get after all of the quests that I mentioned. So thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.